So a lot of you have thought about your fears and have talked to me a little bit about some of the things that are going on. And some of you have expressed a fear of what I consider a fear of success. Now what you tell me is a fear of failure, but I really believe it's a fear of success. It's because we want to go to this place where we think we're not going to make it. We just initially start out thinking that it's going to be the same every time I'm going to fail. So I don't really think we have a fear of failure, because I think we think that that's what's going to happen. Every time we try to lose weight, every time we try to do something different, we're going to fail. That's what we think, and that's what we actually make happen. I really want to challenge you to have a fear of failure and not of success, and actually move towards success, because you want to believe in your head that you're going to be successful. Then you don't have a fear of success, you just don't want to fail. So I want you to really think about that. I know that sounds like a little bit backwards, but honestly that can be what it is sometimes, is that we're afraid of actually succeeding. What's going to happen if you really do lose the weight? Or what's going to happen if you really do change the way you eat? Are you going to lose friends? Are you going to lose face? Is somebody going to say, all of a sudden you're successful, you're not the same person anymore? Are we afraid more of success because with success brings change? Because remember, when you actually get to where you're going, to maintain that, there's a whole new lifestyle. Now, after my competition, obviously, I told you all I went back to eating some regular food, and I've had to also keep my perspective very in check, because I'm not going to be my contest weight anymore, because that was something I did that wasn't relatively healthy. And what I'm doing today, every day, is eating as healthy as I know how to eat, and trying to really minimize the things that I know are not going to help me maintain my weight. I'm running around 135, which I feel really good at, and I feel like it's really easy to keep up with. So you have to also keep a perspective of what's important. And that is that when we have a fear of success or a fear of a lifestyle change, it's oftentimes because we're holding on to whatever it is in the past that made us feel comfortable. Because with success becomes new responsibilities. Now I have a new responsibility because I'm aware of a lot of things. I'm aware of how I eat affects how I live, how I gain weight, how I exercise is also how affects everything. So it's a new level of success and a new level of responsibility. So are you actually afraid of failing? Are you afraid of being successful? One of the things those two concepts have in common is how you feel about yourself. I remember telling you at the beginning that I read this Mind Gym while I was gone, and I loved it. And it's a really great read. It is very sports centered. So if you have trouble with baseball and football and relating to those athletic events, then this may not be the book for you. But overall, the message is very clear. I want to leave you with a really quick thought from it. And this chapter is called Getting Over Yourself. It says a person's self-confidence or self-concept is vitally important. On his deathbed, Sigmund Freud said the essence of success is sorry, let me give that to you again. Sigmund Freud said the essence of success in life is love and work. As individuals, we want to feel loved and capable. If you don't feel good about yourself, you tend not to perform well. Those who have a negative self-image find ways to self-destruct, which supports my belief that we don't fear failure, we fear success. We're really trying to figure out where it is that we can be and not have to have all that responsibility. Because when you are successful, then people are looking at you. And believe me, I know how hard that is when people scrutinize how you eat, how you live, how you work, and what you do. I'm on display all the time. A lot of times I don't advertise on my car. People are advertising all the time about what they do on their car. And I'm thinking, if I went through a drive-through with a personal training certification or a sign on my car, can you imagine what people would do? They'd go ape. Even if I weren't getting something that I couldn't have. And I sent you guys the fast food lists last week, so hopefully you got that. Also remember that fear is a friend. Every time we're afraid of something, it means that we have some work in our lives to do. And I love those kind of markers. I love when I have a fear, because it makes me wonder what it is about that that I'm afraid of, and I go and pursue it. And when I get to a new plateau or a new place in my life, I find that that fear that I had wasn't as great as I thought it was. So you got to take on fear and think about it that way. I hope you're having a great week, and I hope that this is something that will help you and will sound true in your life. And I hope that when you think about struggling, that you think about having a fear of failure and truly move towards success, because it is success that we're hoping to find in this program.